We are live. It is Sam Thomas. It is EuroAsia Scrum. Let us go to one of the screens that I have here and say, how are things with you, Thomas?
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning to everybody, all listeners of our Scrums. Yeah, so yesterday we had a dev team meeting over a text meeting over Slack with the Take Me Away channel, and we exposed a flaw in our workflow. I think I don't think everybody would agree with me and the project team, but we we assumed that we understood the basic structure of the domain in previous meetings, and when we start to model those things, to create the models and start using them, I kind of sense that we should have, as everybody now in hindsight should understand, start on the top level, with acceptance tests, drive this development with cucumber or features, because we kind of, it feels like we over-engineered some of the models already, and but it's a great learning experience.
Is that for website one or for takeaway?
That's a takeaway thing.
Yeah, right.
So it has to do with menu creations and stuff like that. But without going into any details, I strongly, I feel reassured that the workflow that we are used to is the right one. Start from top and work your way down to units.
Right. Yes.
Rather than assuming anything.
Yeah, I tend to be a top-down person myself.
Yeah. Because we kind of, even though if you think you understand the application, but when it comes to actually creating models and creating associations, etc., things become so abstract without you knowing how to apply them. So I think that the top-down method would be much better. So I think we're going to take a little step back. It's not a big step, so we exposed this. We reached this point very fast. So, but we're going to take a little step back and start redoing some things, from top down. So that will be my recommendation to Raul. Raul is the project lead on this one. So
right.
But it's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
It's.
Cool.
I think it's a good learning experience.
Oh, absolutely. I think this is the critical. This is the critical thing. Absolutely, it's what we're all. Yeah.
So Alejandro is working away on website 1. I tried to communicate with him a little bit yesterday, but I was rather cut away from certain things. So I hopefully touch base with him later today. With he works with this infinite scroll feature for the Hangouts, Hangout history basically. That view was loading over 700 instances. So so we are incorporating that pagination thing without pagination, but rather where you are at the screen.
Cool.
And also yesterday I had a great meeting with some app developers here in Gothenburg. It touched upon Makers Academy, but also on Agile Ventures. They were mighty impressed with the work you've done, and partially me myself. And,
mainly you, Thomas. It's all about you.
Yeah, thank you. But anyways, so I try to get at least 1 or 2 people in as on a project lead level kind of thing, because they are coders, of course, but they have more of a they're experienced project managers as well.
Right.
And they asked me a little bit about iOS development, if we would be interested in that stack, and they work with some cross-platform development tools for mobile apps. And I just basically told them, bring something to the table, and we'll see what people are interested in.
Yeah, totally.
And we'll pick it up from there. So they got stickers, and they put the stickers on their laptops, and that's a great win for me, because
absolutely
marketing our community. So I'm very happy about that.
Excellent.
And I got the funding, the seed funding. Done for Makers Sweden, so I'm very happy about that.
When you say done, you mean you submitted a request or you received the money?
Well, we signed an agreement, and I will receive the money.
Okay.
I'm in the process of registering. I have to register a LLC.
Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. Congratulations, Thomas.
So I'm on the right track here.
Awesome. Good stuff. I noticed Raul is with us. Welcome, Raul. How are you doing?
Hi, Sam. Hi, Thomas.
Hello.
Anything?
Good.
Yeah. Anything to report? How are things with you?
Well, last night I worked. I had a pair programming session with Aaron and Patrick on Take Me Away.
Mm.
Started working on the user model and all. So I just wrote a few tests, but then when Aaron had to move away to do something else, so we'll probably continue later today. But other than that, everything is all good on my side.
Oh, good. Okay. So nothing blocking you technically at the moment then.
No,
No.
nothing.
Cool. Well, it's great. Great that you're here. Actually, I noticed it looks like you're based in South Africa. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes. I noticed it because I don't know if Thomas has spoken to you about he's doing this Makers Academy Sweden thing with my colleague Jordan. I know that Jordan's also looking for people in South Africa who are interested in running Makers Academy related courses. I don't know. Is that Thomas? Have you spoken to Raoul at all about the Makers Academy thing?
No, I have not actually. No.
Ah, yeah. I mean, maybe totally out of left field, Raoul. I don't know if you're just out of interest. Did you do the edX Software as a Service 169 course? Is that how you?
Yes, I did.
Ah, right. Okay.
I did both of them.
You did both parts.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, excellent. Yeah. And are you? I mean, I imagine you've got your hands full at the moment. Are you working in a tech job and you're doing kind of the takeaway thing as a part time, or what's your availability at the moment?
So I have a day job as a software web developer, junior
Okay.
web developer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the takeaway project is just, well, Agile Venture in general is a part-time thing for me.
Sure, yeah, in the side, yeah. I'll maybe leave it for the moment. I just know that Jordan, who Thomas knows well, is on the lookout for people in South Africa who might be interested in helping train new developers. And sort of what Thomas is doing is he's franchising the Makers Academy thing and sort of to run kind of these sessions. I mean, you've worked out a deal, haven't you, Thomas, where that these students would pay and you would get some cut of that, isn't that right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a revenue sharing model.
Revenue, yeah, that's right. I've probably chosen all the wrong words, but then I'm not in finance or marketing. But yeah, some sort of revenue sharing model. But anyway, yeah, we're definitely on the lookout for developers in South Africa who might be interested in that kind of thing.
So as it turned out, I was actually just recently thinking about doing something like that as well. But with my schedule at the moment, I'm not sure if I can pull that right away. But I would definitely be interested in getting involved in something.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's something. Yeah, like it's something for the future. But maybe anyway, I think you're chatting with Thomas. And Thomas actually can probably tell you more about. I mean, I work with Makers Academy, directly on their course materials and so on, and delivering the face-to-face instruction here in the UK. But Thomas can probably tell you more about the deal that he's working out with Makers Academy. Anyway, yeah, see if Thomas can tell you more, and if you're interested in that, let us know, and maybe we'll do you an introduction to Jordan or something.
All right, cool.
Cool, nice one. Good show. So, and then myself, so yeah, we're in Lab Week on Makers. We spent a day talking and planning and organising and sort of doing a bit of a retrospective yesterday. I've been working on sort of local support things. I think I was telling Thomas yesterday about sort of this CSS manipulation. I've kind of, I think I've discovered inline block, which seems to be doing sort of the thing that I want. I think I hadn't really got into the front of my mind the difference between inline block and inline and block as the two other different things. So I've sort of started. I actually just worked through a CSS tutorial that one of our guys was. I'm going to see if I can find it. Here it is. Yeah, that's this one, the Learn CSS Layout, which is quite nice. But I'm still not completely satisfied with what it's telling me. I mean, maybe
you should look for a tutorial saying learn Bootstrap. Because again,
yeah,
I want to stress this again. You can stick to Bootstrap in this one.
Yeah, although I mean, I think that the argument here from these guys is that even just like there are many frameworks, even knowing Bootstrap, it's not a substitute for kind of understanding what
it is not absolutely completely right
under the hood. Yeah. But so I've worked out like a small example here. This is based, as I was telling you, Thomas, upon the the map legend thing, and I've just sort of extracted things. So there's no bootstrap at all. And I've gone here for a fully semantic version where I'm doing all of the styling based upon these semantic elements, just to see that if I can get the effect that I want. And what's interesting to me is that it's the presence of this inline block on the symbol icon that allows the width to be respected. Whereas if I anyway, so I've been exploring with that, and I'm thinking of developing some more CSS materials. But today I'm devoting to Clojure, actually, the CLOJURE. That's the Lisp-like language that runs on Java. And so my friend and colleague Henry has for us written a Clojure pill, and then he's actually in the process of publishing a book on Clojure and data analysis. And so I'm hoping to work, depending on my time today, hoping to work through the first couple of chapters of that. So that's going to be my focus today.
Interesting.
Cool.
Cool. All right. Well, that's the session. Unless there's anything else we need to sort out, I'll maybe see you guys at Atlantic Scrum or whenever.
Absolutely. Raul, I'm on my way to the office right now, but I'll reach out to you a little later if you're available. Perhaps we can talk a little bit about the Take Me Away, because I strongly feel that we need to take a little step back. I was telling Sam about this, about the menu creation mechanism and the whole that whole thing. And we need to take as I was mentioning yesterday in the Slack channel, we need to take a top-down approach to this, to start with acceptance tests, because otherwise I think we're gonna hit a wall and over-engineer things or just make bad decisions. But perhaps this is not the time or place to discuss this, but I'll reach out to you a little later. Okay?
Cool. Do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say I think that it's certainly a concern. I mean, we have, I think, people in Makers Academy who are both. There are some who are quite keen on the starting with the model and the unit test, the sort of domain-driven approach, and there's others like myself who are keener on the behavior-driven approach, where we're starting with the acceptance tests. I mean, I think that you can chop and change between the two of them, but I would say that the bigger overriding thing is be very careful what you build, because often you're not going to need it. And part of the key thing is, I would say, rather than building things for the sake of building things, is really working out what is actually the problem, what is actually needed. I always tell my students at Makers Academy, if you can work out how to solve the problem without writing any code at all, then that's almost the best situation to be in. But yeah, I'll leave you guys to chat about that separately.
Absolutely. Thank you for your input, Sam. It's always valuable.
No, at all. All right. Take care, guys. I'll speak to you in a bit.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
Cheers.